Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being so patient and waiting today. Well, it's another Monday night and it's raining, but this is one of our Christmas or holiday cooking classes. I'm glad everybody came, even though the weather wasn't so great. Tonight we're going to talk about our honey mustard turkey breast, and we're just going to talk about this evening. We've prepared a turkey. Open this up really quick. Now, what we've done, you can't tell a whole lot about it right now, but when you taste it, you will. We've taken one turkey breast, a bone-in turkey breast. You know, from time to time we have people ask for a boneless turkey breast, but it's best to buy one that is bone-in, because sometimes when you go to buy one that you think is boneless, it is pressed turkey. But all you do is put your turkey in a shallow pan. In a small bowl, you combine honey mustard, a half a cup, 3/4 teaspoon of dried rosemary. You know how I love to use fresh rosemary, but this recipe calls for dried rosemary. On aisle 5, we have this Medley spices that I'm always telling you about. I think this is about 75 cents. A half a teaspoon of onion powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, an 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder, and an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. Now, the honey mustard I use is just the Food Club honey mustard. You mix all that together, you spoon that over your turkey, you cook it at 325 degrees uncovered for an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours till the meat thermometer registers 170 degrees. That's very, very important. But every 30 minutes you need to open the oven, baste the turkey just a little bit, its own juices, and in a couple of hours you have a beautiful, beautiful turkey breast. Simple, easy. You know, a lot of times we don't prepare turkey throughout the year. We don't always have fresh turkeys. We have fresh turkeys Christmas, Thanksgiving, and we sometimes have some for New Year's and for Easter. So this is a real treat to get a fresh turkey breast, but you can always buy a frozen turkey breast throughout the year, and they're great to have for dinner. They're heart healthy, they're good for you, and it's something a little bit different. A lot of times I fix turkey for Valentine's Day. Instead of going out to eat, I fix turkey for Valentine's. So that's just something a little bit different. But this is our honey mustard turkey breast. All right, we're going to do our next recipe. We have winter vegetable medley. This is all kinds of great winter vegetables. Even some of these are kind of apt in the summer. I'm going to spray a roasting pan. And I have already cut up, let me put the water, drain a little bit of the water. I have cut up a half a pound of Brussels sprouts. This is new to our store. How many of you all have ever seen Brussels sprouts on a stalk? Have you all? Were they easy to grow? I figured they were kind of hard. I had never seen this ever, so this was a treat. This is $3.99 in the produce department right now, just a kind of a special treat. You can just pop these Brussels sprouts off, peel the outside layers, and they just snap right off. They look like a little cabbage, and you just pull out those outer layers just like you would with cabbage. In this recipe, we're splitting them in half. Normally, if you're cooking in a pot on the stove, you cook them about 10 to 12 minutes in boiling water, and they're done. So that might be. You could steam it like that. Put it in the oven and steam it through. It's kind of neat. The stalk is a little bit harder, isn't it, Rhonda? We experienced that today. It's not as soft as a broccoli stalk. It's a little firm. But I just thought that was just such a neat, interesting thing. It's come from Salinas, California. So, still buying USA, and it's a really neat product. Like I said, I've never seen that before, so that was something totally different. But tonight, we're cutting them in half. Now, you just need about a half a pound of Brussels sprouts, so I've already got them in here, done washed them, got them in here. You take a half a pound of parsnips, and I've got them in here. I've done heard a few. Parsnips kind of look like carrots. They're kind of a nutmeggy tasting vegetable. I think they just taste like they have a little spice on them. half a pound of parsnips, a half a pound of baby carrots. I can stand up here. And this recipe is a give or take. If you don't have that many vegetables, it's all right. A medium sweet potato cut up. As you can tell, one medium sweet potato is a whole lot. Now, if you want to cut these ahead, you can. The trick to keep your potatoes, I didn't get all these down in here really well. If you want to put potatoes in the refrigerator and cut them ahead or have them out, you can take cold water and put over your potatoes and add a little lemon juice. And it will keep them white. Now, I've also taken 2 medium red potatoes, and I have left the skin on the red potatoes because I love the skin off of red potatoes. And I have cut those up. You can cut these up in 1-inch or half-inch slices, or slice them however you like. I always like to do different shapes because it just adds more to your food. You also take 2 medium white potatoes and cut those up. So you've got all this in your pan. And we're going to melt a half a cup of butter, which is a stick of butter. Well, we've got that going. We'll go ahead and get our sage. We're going to take a teaspoon and a half of sage. Now it says to use 2 garlic cloves. I like to use minced garlic. Totally up to you what you like to use. Okay, we've got our melted butter. And this is give or take. I've got a lot of vegetables in here, so I'm probably going to add just a little bit more sage. And I'm going to add a couple of teaspoons, maybe 3 of my minced garlic. I just love, do you not like garlic? It's a lot of garlic.
You don't prefer to cut and make your own garlic from the
I don't.
thing.
I don't like to. I know, of all things, right? As many things as I like, I don't like cutting up garlic. I've got the little garlic press, the whole 9 yards. I like the minced garlic the best. Now you just pour this over your vegetables. And if I put the carrots in there, that might be even better. I'm just going to arrange a few on there. Now this is a big pan of vegetables. You can cut this recipe in half. If you have more of one thing and not of another, I've got a few more carrots here, so I'm going to lay those on here. Plenty of the sauce. And I'm going to add one more thing, what I love to do with vegetables, especially if I'm roasting them. Let's see if I've got any more of this. I like to add a little bit of rosemary. This rosemary that we bought earlier for our turkey is great to go on our potatoes. I like to toss it around. You know, I know we've done so many different things with rosemary before, and olive oil, 2 of my favorite things. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of rosemary in here with that sage. It's going to add to that flavor of sage. There we go. And I'm going to put this in the oven for about 50 minutes is about how long it takes. All right. Now I did say oven, but I am just going to pop it in here because we got a cake to go in the oven. All right. Now, when that is done, you pull that out. Stir this up a little bit. I cooked mine just a little bit longer. You can tell they're a little more roasted. And you come out with these wonderful roasted vegetables. Now, when I cooked it a little under earlier, you could really see the Brussels sprouts. But these are some really good roasted vegetables. And that's something different to serve during this holiday season. It's a good Christmas dinner accompaniment. It's good. It's also good with roast beef. How many of you all have beef for Christmas? Several people do. It's becoming more popular because just the ease in the kitchen. And my family likes roast. We usually have roast and ham for Christmas instead of turkey and ham now. And it kind of frees the oven up just a little bit more.